okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's that?
It's a business card for an attorney. Thorne's attorney.
What, Thorne hired an attorney?
A divorce lawyer.
Oh.
The way he was talking, I thought he wanted to get back together, you know? He was talking about the great times we had, you know? Past. God, I should have seen it coming. I mean, Thorne and Karen are living together. For God's sake, of course he's gonna want a divorce. God, what a fool I have been.
Macy, you loved him.
Love. I am sick of that word. I mean, it's only an excuse for stupidity. Well, he wants a divorce. So I'll give him a divorce. I've wasted enough of my life.
Macy, wait, you want to ride home?
Thanks, Sly, but I have my car.
You sure you don't want me to take you?
I'll be all right, really. And a big part of that is because of you. Thank you.
That was a quick lunch, Linda.
Thank God you're here.
Sheila.
You won't believe what I have done. Oh, you talk about insanity. Oh, you're gonna love this, doctor.
What happened?
I did something so completely moronic. But I was desperate. You know, I had to act, and the opportunity was there, so I took it.
What opportunity?
To ensure my future, doctor. To ensure my future with Eric.
So, how does it feel?
Feels great.
I feel like maybe I should be opening a bottle of champagne. Have you seen the year-end sales figures for Belief?
No, I haven't.
No, it was one hell of a year. And much of it because of you.
Oh, well, thank you. But we all contributed, Eric.
But it was your formula, your genius that made the difference. Let's not pretend otherwise.
Well, it was a phenomenal year. The fabric and my baby.
How is that little beauty?
I miss her already. It's my first day back, and it's only been a couple of hours.
You know what the big question is around here?
What?
Her name.
I have a name in mind.
Yeah, so you keep telling us.
Well, I'd like to wait until after the paternity test.
Why?
I just want to.
Brooke, about the paternity test.
Yes. I want to talk to you about that, too.
Mother, I need Marvin's number.
Marvin?
Glick, our attorney.
Well, I know the man's name, honey. What I don't know is why you want to call him.
I need to employ his services.
Services? For what? Oh, please, don't tell me we got another legal problem, honey. Please, please. All right. What have we done wrong this time?
We don't have a problem. I have a problem. It's called divorce.
The Bold and the Beautiful. This portion sponsored by new Mr. Clean Bathroom. He cleans your bathroom to the shine.
You're gonna divorce Thorne?
Well, to be honest, it was his idea. But I'm glad he suggested it.
Darling, are you sure you're ready for this?
Mother, I have been living like some kind of a schoolgirl waiting for my boyfriend to come back. And what has he been doing? He's been living his life. He's getting on with it. He's involved with another woman. I just can't believe I put up with it.
But it sounds to me like you're finished putting up with it.
Yeah, I am finished. I am finished with the whole damned business. Thorne and the rest of the Forresters, as far as I'm concerned, Mom, they can all take a flying leap.
Good girl. That's the spirit. I think we've all had plenty of humble pie cooked up by the Forresters. I think we're tired of turning the other cheek. It's time we struck back for a change. Maybe bashed a few heads in that uptown neighborhood.
No, Mother, it's all right. I'm gonna settle this, okay? You just steer me in the direction of a good attorney. I want this over as fast as possible.
No, baby, now take it easy. Sometimes it's not good to move too fast. In legal matters like this, you gotta give it a lot of thought, a lot of care, so you come to the right settlement.
Settlement?
Yeah, like in property, like an alimony. You are the injured party here. The law says you are entitled to half of everything he's got. Alimony is just for openers.
You did something to ensure your future with Eric. Well, what exactly did you do, Sheila?
I switched the labels on Eric and Ridge's blood samples.
Come again?
I had reason to believe that Eric was probably going to be the father of Brooke's baby. And oh, I couldn't stand for that, of course not. So I snuck into the genetics lab before the paternity test and...
You changed the identification of the blood samples?
I tried to. I was right in the middle of it when this stupid security guard disrupted me. By the time I got back to it, I didn't know what sample was what.
Oh my God.
So, I randomly put the ID labels back on. And now it's anyone's guess whose is whose.
You have to notify these people about this.
Tell them? What, are you out of your mind? I can't do that.
Sheila, this is very serious.
Oh, serious? Yes, you're right. Tell me about it. It's serious. If this baby turns out to be Eric's, I'm never going to get him to marry me. Oh, no, he'll be loyal to Brooke and that kid for the rest of his life. Look, I love this man. And I am never going to love anyone but this man. I'm so much better for him than Brooke or Stephanie. You see, I'm the only one that cares for him, Doctor. No, Brooke doesn't love him. Eric and I were meant to be together, and we are going to be together. I don't even know why I'm telling you any of this. I don't think I need to remind you, but just in case I do, I am still a patient of yours, which makes everything said in here confidential. You say one word to anyone, and it'll be the end of your career. So you wouldn't do that, would you? Well, I'll call you for my next appointment.
Well, at least it seems like we're on the same wavelength.
Are we?
We both want to talk about the paternity test. That's a start.
So what did you want to say about it?
Excuse me, Mr. Forrester?
Just a second.
I have your mail, sir. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something?
It's all right. Just put the mail on the desk. Camille, it's all right. Go ahead.
Camille?
Well, that's right. You haven't met our new male person, Camille. Camille, this is Brooke Forrester.
It's very nice to meet you, Mrs. Forrester.
Hello.
I apologize for the interruption.
Have you worked here before, Camille?
No.
Well, you seem a little familiar.
Well, no, I've never worked for Forrester before. And I doubt that we've ever met.
Oh? Why is that?
We probably don't hang out at the same places.
So where do you hang out?
I love to dance. You know, I have taken far too much of your time. Excuse me. Great. It was very nice meeting you, Miss Forrester. I'm sorry. Bye.
Well, now that the day's entertainment is finished.
So, where were we?
We were talking about the paternity test.
Yes. Yes, you were going to say something about that.
Mm-hmm. So were you.
Why don't you go first?
I have the distinct feeling that what I want to say to you is the exact opposite of what you wanted to say to me.
Maybe so.
But I think in view of our new understanding,
What understanding?
the strong possibility that I am this baby's father, with that in mind, I think you and I have to give serious consideration to our marriage. What do we do if this test doesn't turn out the way you want it to turn out?
Alimony.
Yes. Macy, you got to get this straight in your mind. You cannot let Thorne off easy. You can't let him walk out of this marriage with no responsibilities, with a casual smirk on his face. Not after all that he has done to cause you unhappiness by breaking up this marriage. He deserves to pay a price for what he's done. And I mean literally pay a price.
All right, maybe you have a point.
Sure I do. And what about you? You're never going to get over the pain and unhappiness the breakup of this marriage has caused you if you just fade back into the scenery and let Thorne and Karen Spencer waltz off into the sunset together. That's only going to humiliate you more and make you more miserable than ever. Honey, you cannot let him play you for a sucker like this. When somebody hurts you that bad, you gotta hit back. You gotta fight back. You gotta find out where it hurts and give it to them where it hurts most. And where Thorne Forrester hurts most, I suspect, is somewhere in the area of his posterior where he keeps his wallet.
Miss Carter.
What is it, Mike?
What? No smile?
I have no time for you.
Going to see Dr. Peters, aren't you?
Why would I be doing that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe just to schmooze. But more likely to talk about a certain paternity test.
Paternity test.
You want to come in here a minute, Sheila? You and I need to have a little chat.
Do you think for 1 minute that Thorne Forrester would have allowed you to go ahead and file for a divorce if he knew it was going to cost him a small fortune? No, of course not. He's much too shrewd a businessman for that, Macy. What he expects is to walk into that courtroom with a sympathetic air, maybe watch you shed a few tears, and then waltz out again, no responsibilities, no alimony, no settlement, no nothing, and then crack open a bottle of the expensive bubbly to celebrate with Karen Spencer.
He's got to pay me some kind of settlement.
Some kind of settlement is putting it mildly, honey, considering that legally you are entitled to half of everything he's got. He's the one who wanted out of this marriage. He's the one who should pay the price for it, darling, not you.
I don't want to talk about this anymore, Mother.
All right. But you just remember one thing. It was you who wanted this marriage, and you wanted it to work. Thorne wanted Karen Spencer. I'm okay. He's getting exactly what he wants, isn't he? Don't you think you're entitled to some kind of compensation for all the pain and unhappiness he's caused you? He's got his honey. So why shouldn't you have the money, honey? It's only fair. Think about it, Macy. You're never going to get your self-respect back. You're never going to feel good about yourself if you don't stand up and fight for what you know is right. Believe me, you'll never get it back if you don't fight. I swear to you, you won't.
Eric, I still have to believe that...
Brooke, we have to be realistic here. I mean, it's one thing to hope that Ridge is the father of this baby, but it's something else entirely to behave as if that were the only alternative, because it's not.
All right. Well, if you're the father of the baby, then we'll just live with it.
How? That's what I'm asking.
Eric, the baby isn't the issue here.
It is to me.
Well, it isn't to me. Ridge. More specifically, my relationship with Ridge. That is the issue.
So what you're saying is that our marriage is over, regardless of the results of the test.
Well, you're in love with somebody else. And I'm in love with another man.
Brooke, we have a family. A family, Brooke. With one child, maybe two. You're willing to see that break up?
Eric, we haven't been a family in months.
Well, don't tell that to our son. He's been very happy living with the two of us.
Why are you doing this? You know how I feel about Ridge.
Well, not a whole hell of a lot differently than I feel about Sheila. But the way I feel about Sheila and the way you feel about Ridge are irrelevant to Eric Jr. and to this little baby girl if she turns out to be ours. All they care about is a mother and a father, and you seem willing to ignore that. Brooke, look, it would be a completely different thing if you and I detested each other, but we don't. We're very comfortable together. Now, if you add that to the fact that Ridge is in love with his wife...
Wait, hold it right there. You and I both know why Ridge married Taylor. It was so you could have me. It was a very stupid idea. It was honorable, yes, but it was stupid. Because Ridge loves me, not Taylor. He loves me, Eric, the way you love Sheila. And you should be ashamed for denying those feelings when she's the one you want.
All right, Brooke, wait. Now listen. I don't want this dissension between us. I want you to promise me something. Promise me that you'll keep an open mind, at least until the test results are in.
All right.
Good. Now I'll walk you to your office.
What's this?
Oh, it's a letter that one of the letters Camille dropped.
Oh, maybe we should mail it.
Wait, this is funny. Postmaster, Genoa City, Wisconsin. And that's weird. Why would anybody send a letter to the postmaster of Genoa City?
Maybe we should open it.
No, just mail it.
Actually, I was going to call you, Mike.
Sure you were.
Really, I was.
I'm a nerd, Sheila. That's how you see me.
No, I don't. Really, I like you.
Keep pouring it on, even if you don't mean a word of it. Man, when I walked into that lab yesterday, saw you with those test tubes.
I told you why I was there.
Oh, come on. I'm on to you. I know what you were doing in there.
I really doubt it.
Computers are my life. You know what that means? I think about them, read about them, play with them. I've been inside every directory and subdirectory and every terminal inside this hospital, including the genetics lab. You need me to say more?
You haven't said anything yet.
You were checking out samples, blood samples, from a certain paternity test that Dr. Peters is running. The Forrester paternity test. You switched those samples, didn't you, Sheila? At least, that's what you tried to do. I got you, don't I? I bet it's the first time ever for you. You're a real troublemaker, lady. A first-class virus just looking to infect somebody. Well, it's all over. I'm turning you into Tracy Peters. She and those Forresters, they're gonna know exactly what kind of person they're dealing with.